Good morning. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go on my phone instead of the computer.
Like Juba, hating bitches walk like Medulla. I showed the bitch my pen, then I schooled her. Try to essay them in my Juba. Don't cheat the dime, don't cheat the dean, don't cheat supreme, that's my hoorah. Freaky little, sneaky little, creepy little whack bitch. Creeping on me, speaking on me, sleeping on me mattress. Now I got some hands to burn and bars to bend them backwards. It's time to wake them up, cause they
What's up, you guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We got some things to discuss. I was trying to go on my laptop, but honey, I'm not finna worry about that. And I was trying to be able to show y'all the fake lawsuit. But before we get started, if you have any stories you want me to cover with the missing girls situation, missing black girls, black women, black men, send this to my email. I am going to let it stream here. And if you also would like to donate to the channel, that's if you would like, you can do that here too. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to come back and forth with my. Okay, so they both gone there. Great. All right. So first, we got something to discuss. Before we get into Dr. G and Sweet Tea explosive last night, we're going to discuss. I'm not going to be here long. ASAP Rocky and Rihanna supposedly lawsuit again from Beyonce and Jay-Z. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, "What? Why would that be?" Well, I started doing some digging. So when I went, it said Beyonce name on the other uncut on IG, right? And then I said, let me go to Reddit because Reddit might have more information on the docket. Then when I seen the docket, it was Jay-Z. But then when we saw the location, it was in Virgin Islands. Rihanna does not reside in Virgin Islands. Rihanna is not from the Virgin Islands. Shout out to the Virgin Islands. Shout out to Barbados. So therefore, information on the docket was fake. Um, Certain things that they listed of Jay-Z. Jay-Z is not power attorney. Well, he doesn't have a control like a lawyer would. So I knew that was fake. So, after that, Beyonce decided to release Levi jeans. Shout out to her. And I just hate that people do these things and they spent like $400 just to do this in the Virgin Islands just to have a conversation started and things to look like it's bad. Um, I don't think it's bad between them. I think Rihanna is just doing her own thing, and the Carters are doing their own thing. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are doing their own thing. I believe they talk every now and then, but I don't believe it's anything, you know, of the statue of let's sue. So it was fake, y'all. All right, so we're gonna move on to Miss Joy Reid. Now I got the word like everybody else, and I wanted to share her response. Joy Reid was fired. Well, her show was canceled. She wasn't fired. Joy Reid, they canceled Joy Reid's show because they're saying that it was um lack of ratings. And I found that hard to believe. Because Joy Reid is very, very vocal. Okay, she's very vocal. She has a lot of support from us. And I don't feel like Joy Reid show should have been canceled. But I can say this: MSNBC and CNN has had low ratings across the board. They are and I think Fox News allegedly they are in where their ratings have been low for a very long time, and they're doing budget cuts. So, whether it was low ratings or not, she was going to be called out anyway because she's going against the grain. So, Joy Reid has been getting a lot of love from everyone in the black community. And Joanne Reed said, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out with kindness and encouragement, both personal and in these social media streets. So very proud of the read out at joymsnbc.com team, who are truly family. All our supporters and friends, see you tomorrow night at 7 one more time. So tonight will be her last night on MSNBC. I would watch Joy Reid a lot on TikTok or on Instagram because I can't catch it because I be at work or I be asleep. But I do go back and watch a lot of things that she says. She has proven a lot of things to be true. Joy Reid to me is a one of the black journalists that pushed very, very hard. She pushed for black people, the knowledge of black America and African. She pushed for a lot of minorities that feel like they're being cheated or they're being lied to. She pushed and let us know. She was the first person that told us about Project 25. She was the first person that did the research between her and Angela Rye. And they pushed it out to everyone. They even educated everyone what it was, what the end goal was, and what the end goal that they want to do for the next 4 years, and why it was so important to pay attention and vote. A lot of the Gen Zs did not listen because they just wanted to say, "Oh, let's be pranksters." Their first time voting instead of taking it seriously. And I understand why they didn't. She even said the Democrats has dropped the ball, and I agree because now I feel like the Democrats do have a plan. Let me tell you something. Democrats, it can't be just a Jasmine alone. Democratic Party, you guys have the opportunity for these 4 years to make up a game plan to take back and win victory. Um, Joanne Reed has said this. A lot of people have said this. You guys have pay attention, play that ball fair and square. A lot of people going to try to vote against, but you guys have to sway them. Don't look at what somebody else did. Start stating the facts and start stating what you can do to change those facts. So, they tried to silence Joanne Reed, but I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it loud and proud. Joanne Reed, thank you. We appreciate you. They might have silenced you on MSNBC, but hey, you could be like, I got his name in my head. He's on TikTok a lot, okay? Be like him. He got fired, remember, for CNN. Be like him. Just keep going. Don't stop. Continue to spread the truth and spread the word. Continue to, now you can make outways for other black journalists coming up speaking on things that are important. All right, now here goes some Sunday drama. Baby, when I tell you, we gotta talk about this. And this one gonna be longer than long because this is very important. So I've been watching Married to Medicine, right? And mm-mm-mm. you know, I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna break it down. If y'all ain't been watching, I'm gonna catch you up and catch you up. So y'all know, I'm gonna put these two because this is very, very important. I want y'all to pay attention. So y'all know Phaedra was on there, right? Remember Quad? Sweet Tea came last season. Quad been single for a little minute for the past 2, 3 years. 2, 3, 4 seasons. She's been dating here and there. But she been single 2, 3, 4 seasons, right? On Married to Medicine. I don't know why I say Love and Marriage. My bad. Wrong show. So, right? So she been single, whatever. And that's okay. So on your right, that is Sweet Tea and Dr. G. Sweet Tea and Dr. G has been married for a year. I want y'all to keep up with me. I want y'all to keep up with information. Because when we go deep down, I'm going to go deep down on why this is the same thing he did, what he doing to Sweet Tea, the same thing he did to Quad. Now, remember on season 1, Quad and Dr. G was married. They were married for 5 years. He was begging for a baby. And Quad was like, I don't want to give you a baby. We argue too much. We're always fussing and fighting. You don't know how to communicate. Then Dr. G was like, well, I take care of the bills. All I ask you to do is cook and clean like you've been doing and ask for a baby. Why it's so hard to give me a baby? And Quad was like, well, Dr. G, you got to understand we're not in that place for a child. So everybody was like, girl, what you mean? Get that man a baby, get that baby. Baby, couple of seasons, we find out Dr. G has cheated on Quad with a girl at the hotel room. Okay? He was doing all this stuff. Then we come to find out they're not sleeping in the same bedroom. Quad is getting ready to move out. She said it was a lot of disrespect in the marriage. Now, in the first season, Toya and Miss Carrie find out that Quad and Dr. G was arrested the night before the wedding. Okay? Keep up, watch. So Quad has divorced Dr. G. Dr. G went on by his life, whatever, whatever. We saw Dr. G get salt and pepper, got a beard, whatever, doing his life. Quad is doing her thing. She's glowing. Her and her friendship with Mariah were bad. I wish it was good because right now this has been awesome. And then, y'all, guess who come back with the new wife? Talking about she slid in the DM, talking about she can give him what she want. Sweet Tea and Dr. G. Y'all keep up because it's finna get worse than what we thought. So Sweet Tea and Dr. G get married. She slid in DM. She was telling everybody how they got married. Now we knew she was gonna be on the show because every blog picked it up that he was dating her, he was engaged, he wanted kids. Dr. G said he got a time limit because he about to be in his fifties or sixties or somewhere like that, and he want children. Sweet Tea find out she has an issue with her body with having children, and she had metriosis. I'm gonna call it metriosis, okay? And she had that situation to where she couldn't have children, right? So Dr. G was like, listen, you got this time limit. He said this season, he said, listen, you got this time limit, we have kids. When Dr. Heflin done came out, her and Sweet Tea had got into it last season, been roughing the feathers. Come to find out, they said that they brought her in because they were trying to push Quad out, and Quad said, baby, I'm not going nowhere. I've been married to medicine, and you not letting me go anywhere. And then they said, well, hold on. We was wrong because we didn't know you had all that going on, right? So Quad apologized to everybody. She said she's not gonna do it again. Phaedra was sitting here talking to her. Phaedra had to go to Married to Medicine because Candy was still on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Candy said she wasn't gonna sit here and work with Miss Fei Fei. And Miss Fei Fei said, well, whew, whatever. Now, let's get to the trip, because now we done got through the meat potatoes. So they took a little trip for the past 2 episodes to Key West. Nice, beautiful resort. They're getting together, trying to mend the friendship, do great things. Well, baby, it didn't go so great. So Quad has been dating Mr. Rose Royce, if you will, Mr. K, honey. If she came to come and tell us, baby, I've been dating him for a year. Baby, he paid for my birthday and brought me a Rolls Royce. Now, allegedly, word on the street, they saying King always rent out Rolls Royces, but we will never know, shall we? Because that's none of our business. But he do pick out nice, customized Rolls Royces. I can't hold you. They're nice. Custom seats, I give. Baby, the Key West went great. Dr. Heavenly decided to add Miss Shireen and Apollo Phaedra X. Why she did that, I don't know. Now, Phaedra got into it with Shireen because she said, oh, well, Miss Fei is something. And Phaedra said, whatever you bad body built be. Now, Shireen got a new face. Apollo looked like he's aging gracefully. He's aging good, he's doing his thing. Shireen looks totally different without the blonde hair, whatever. So, they had a little, okay, so let's go to the discussion, okay, before all of that. I just had to fill that in because Shireen and Apollo are divorced. That's a side note. And now Shireen say she knew Phaedra date. Now, they say Phaedra date and King do rented Rolls Royces, allegedly. Okay, this just allegedly. Now, let me tell you how this fight started with King, Quad, Sweet Tea, and Dr. Greg. So they had a couple's night where they were talking, and Quad decided to not trauma dump, but release. Okay, there's a difference between trauma dump and release. Quad decided to release all the things that Dr. G did because she said she was happy for Dr. G and Sweet Tea. He say they don't give a F. She said she hope they have a baby. She'll play in the baby shower because she say she's the best person for him. And a lot of people took that as a dig, and I didn't. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause I'm gonna play this audio from the show last night, and y'all gonna see. Yes, but in a way, she's more patient and calm with him than Quad. Cause Quad don't give a damn. Tennessee, Memphis come out real quick. So they sitting here, Quad is going off. Her and Dr. G get into it. King is sitting there, he not saying nothing, but he giving a look like, man, you need to chill. He's telling her to shut the F up. We don't give a F. Don't bait into it. And Sweet Tea was like, why are you doing this? No, that's fine. Da, da, da. So they and Dr. G and Quad get into a fight. Is let go. King have her walk away. The ladies go follow her to her relax. The therapist that's there with her husband was saying, excuse me, she said, you know what? I can't, this is called a release. This is not called trauma dumping. She has every right to release everything that's been brought up for her since that marriage. This is her way of releasing. I'm going to let her vent and let that be, right? So the next morning, Sweet Tea and Dr. G, he was like, I just hate that it went through that. Da, da, da. So they go to the beach. They go on a little family trip. That's what Phaedra and Apollo them come in. I don't know why the hell Dr. Heavenly done invited that damn man and that girl. Anyway, so King and the guys are sitting out talking with Dr. G. He was like, hey, now this is where it get a little crazy. He say, hey, listen, I just want to say, man, did you tell Quad? He said, did you tell Quad to shut the F up? And Dr. G was like, yeah. He was like, listen, man, please don't let that happen again. Like, respect my girl. I say, yes, yes. He say, man, I'll forgive it, man. It ain't like that. I respect it, right? So after everybody, the issue started with Apollo and Phaedra first, right? Then I don't know how it trickled on down the suite with King and Dr. G. So Dr. G was like, yeah, I know your girl. Y'all both act just alike and blase squaze. So King runs up to Dr. G. Dr. G back it up, still talking junk, antagonizing the man. He did antagonize him. Listen, I like Dr. G, but he was wrong for a therapist. He antagonized. I don't think King hit Dr. G. They edited it out. So Sweet Quad goes running like a tracker. Sweet Tea running like she in combat. So they come back, everything's been separated, they start crying. Next thing you know, Phaedra over here speaking in tongues. Phaedra, Apollo say, I know Phaedra since 1997. I ain't never heard her speaking no damn tongues. Simone say, wait a minute. Dr. Simone say, you just called her a bad built body, B, and now you speaking in tongues to Sweet Tea? Like, what? So then everything calmed down. I don't think no one talked for the rest of the day. Sweet Tea and Dr. G decided to go home after they calmed them down. Phaedra went home the next day. She booked her a jet with her and her man. She talked to Miss Jackie and she was like, telling her she was upset with her. Phaedra said she was upset with her because she let Dr. Heavenly bring them, but Phaedra knew they were coming, but I guess she felt the instigation was too much. And she called the girls the mean girls, and she don't know if they can fix it. So, everybody go home, everybody enjoying, they talking and sitting down, and Dr. G and Sweet Tea had a conversation. Now, everybody called Dr. Heavenly a liar. Sweet Tea did say she would have used her combat moves on King. Now, it was very cringing watching this episode because they were sitting at the table, and I'm gonna let y'all hear this conversation, and we finna get into it.
I don't think it would have been a fight to the death, so just...
See, this is you. You can be so naive sometimes.
I'm not being naive.
You can be so naive sometimes. Just sweet. Just sweet.
Gary, you're not getting nowhere with that, so you gotta really calm down.
What did I do?
You know what you did.
No, what did I do?
Be quiet.
What did I do?
Stop.
This man was charging me.
I understand that.
What do you think was on his mind?
I don't think it'll be to that point. But okay,
But
go ahead.
but
But
do you know
that's
him?
my opinion. That's
Do
my
you know
opinion.
him?
That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my
Well,
opinion.
no, you just can't take the
No,
truth.
I can take the truth.
What-
Don't do
Well,
that.
listen, maybe we should end this right here.
It shouldn't even go to that point. So come back.
You charging a grown ass man and you telling me don't say you naive?
What you storming out on? Like, where you going? Because I'm all that you have.
It's your fault. Don't say shit to make me go off.
It's not my fault. It's really not my fault.
It really is your fault.
I'm entitled to my opinion, Gregory.
Your opinion makes no sense.
Right now, I understand it's a sensitive time.
You think you know everything, don't you?
I'm looking out for the team.
Well, you should look
I'm
out
looking
for the team by listening to the leader of the team.
I understand that you're
You
upset.
know, you're making me hype.
But it doesn't get to a point where you have to say I'm naive. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know who you think you're talking
Be
to.
quiet.
I don't know who you think you're talking
Be
to.
quiet. Don't go.
Stop saying stupid stuff.
That's not
And
saying stupid.
You won't get the reaction that you don't want.
Okay.
How about that?
Stop.
It's your fault.
Now, somebody said that it sounded like he smacked that girl, allegedly. It sounded like he hit Sweet Tea. Now, if y'all been watching, y'all want to play back, that's fine. Listen, this is my thoughts. Um, for Dr. G to be a therapist, he has not changed. It's okay for a therapist to need a therapist. Um, this is the same thing that Quad was saying that she experienced, and people said that that was a lie. And I feel like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm going to say it. She slid in the DMs and she got met with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Verbal abusive. But the thing about Sweet Tea can handle that because you have to understand, Sweet Tea, just like Keita Rose, right, can handle stuff like that because they have been in the service. They can handle being talked down to and screamed at. They can handle that. But there comes a point when it's team too much. I don't think this marriage will last and Dr. Heavenly wasn't wrong. Because I feel like Sweet Tea gonna take enough of that and she's gonna realize this isn't it if he don't change the way he talked to her. For him to sit here and say it's her fault, this not the first time he has argued with her, but he showed his true ass on television. He showed his true self for who Quad said he was. He said everybody called Quad a liar, Mariah this and Mariah that. Mariah even said there are some things about him as well. Everybody has said it. Everybody has said it. Everybody. I feel like Sweet Tea doesn't need this from him. And I feel like her giving him a child is it's gonna make it worse. Because he just talked to her like she a whole child. Her giving him a child is gonna make it worse to where he's even gonna get worse than that. Like it's gonna be worse. I don't know if it's physical, I don't know, but it's a lot of verbal abuse. And there's probably a lot of things that's happening in that home that we don't see. Just like when he was married to Quad, it was a lot of arguing and fighting every day. All she said is her comeback skills. He could have said, baby, come on now, that's a man, babe. You gonna get hurt. Like, then I'm gonna have to show up and show out. But it sounds like, they could have laughed and say, you know what, I'm glad you got the comments. I'm gonna have to show up and show out. And anybody touch you, I'm gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? I would see that, right? That would have been like, okay, he's standing for his woman. But for you to call her naive, for you to say things to down her for standing up for you, that is disrespectful. You down in her career as a woman. Not once she downed you as a therapist. Not once have we seen it or heard it. But you brought your behind on there and down this woman in her career and her accomplishments. And that's supposed to be your wife. Sweet Tea, baby, run. You need to be next to run. You need to be sitting here. Let me tell you something. I know there's something going on. I'm gonna tell you why. It ain't stupid. It ain't crazy. Sweet Tea been on a lot of interviews. If y'all paid attention, she's been on a lot of interviews. She's going to stay on this show because that's where she's going to make her money. I say by the next year or two, Sweet Tea is going to be exiting that marriage. Sweet Tea is coming to herself, who she's finding out who she is on television and who she is as a woman. And for him to, I just want to know, like, did he get comfortable in the marriage or did he get comfortable with the cameras? Because it's mad wow. Like, I never seen it. I ain't gonna say I ain't never seen it. We seen this side of this man before. We seen it when he told Quad, "Oh, well, I work, I pay the bills," and then Quad said, "Okay." So Quad went out, and Quad stopped making her own money. I think when Quad signed that contract with that TV show on TV1 that she had, Sister Circle, that's when Dr. G got upset and he didn't like it. I feel like Dr. G is very controlling. I feel like he want to control the marriage and the narrative, and it's nothing wrong with saying y'all a team. Hey, listen, I'm a team leader, but you can't control how the team move without a conversation. Like teamwork make dream work. That's not teamwork. I feel like he just want Sweet Tea to be his baby making machine. First of all, I already knew, and I felt some type of way when I seen him come back on the show. First, you should have said no, but I guess that's what she wanted. When I seen him come back on the Durham show and he was with her and he had an attitude with Quad, I knew then. I knew what it was then. I knew what it was. He wanted to control the narrative. It's very sad to watch, and I'm in a marriage to medicine group on Facebook, and a lot of people was like, Quad is the problem, Quad is the problem. And I saw on other blogs that Quad is the issue. Quad ain't the, first of all, y'all gotta be in some really toxic relationships to really sit here and okay and approve this man of talking to Sweet Tea like he lost his damn mind. He talked to her like, I don't give a fuck, like that was dumb. You like she's stupid. And that's not fair. She does not deserve that. Quad said it breaks her heart to see her like that. Dr. Heavenly said it breaks her heart to even see that from her because she was being mature in the situation, and everybody agrees she was being mature in the situation. You know, she didn't yell at him, she didn't cuss at him, she ran up to finish the conversation as a wife, and he goes and tell her this her fault, and she's telling him to stop, stop, and I'm like when he got out of pocket talking to her and he got comfortable with that audio and said, "This is your fault." This ain't the first time that man done did that. Since they've been married and them paper ink dried on that paper, oh, he been showing his ass. I don't care what you say. I say, oh, so this is it. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, so he gonna show his tail. I say, what? I say, oh, this ain't the first. Then when I heard, I said, oh, this not his first time. When them cameras down, it's probably worse than that. Oh, interesting. Huh. Huh. I feel like Sweet Tea is a little angry right now. A lot of women that are verbal and physical abusive, I said this before, they misguide their anger as well to other people because they can't do that at home. You see how meek and mature she was with him, is stern and loving. But when she get round them girls, she bark like a pit bull and ready to fight about her respect. Now thinking back on it, I'm like, wait a minute. He's putting her through hell. Then to hear people say, no, he not just told Quad to shut the F up. He told her to shut the F up. A lot of people give Sweet Tea a lot of flack because she's a new girl and she's been coming for Quad. I get that. I don't know why she coming for Quad. Sweet Tea, they gotta stop. Quad was in her shoes. I don't feel like Quad is jealous of anything that they have going on. Y'all have to understand, Quad walked those shoes. Quad was taught to the same way. Quad caught a charge with this man the night before their wedding. Quad was taught to like she was a child. The only thing with Quad was she wasn't meek and loving. She bucked up and let him know, well, who you talking to? Quad was like, what's up? Let's go. This is Quad. You know, Miss Quad, y'all. Let me tell you something. Her and Mariah and Dr. Heavenly and Toya, one thing about them and Portia, she even though she ain't on this franchise, and Nene, you're not finna talk to them crazy. You're not finna talk to them like you lost your mind. Because one thing and two things for sure, they will walk out or they will get bucked with you. You're not finna do it. Oh no, you're not. Not here. No, you're not. I don't care what camera is rolling. If you want to act the fool, I'm gonna act the fool with you. But Sweet Tea, I was like, wait a minute, why is she so? No, stop, don't do that, baby. I think she was just showing her that, but I really believe she do get bucked with him when them cameras down and it get worse. So let's keep watching to see what happened. The reunion, I'm telling y'all, Sweet Tea, well, Sweet Tea say she didn't go, but I believe she did. And I know this conversation is going to come up. And I know it's going to be hard for her. It's just probably going to be a hard time sitting there. They have to film for 12 hours. So you got to understand, she's going to have to sit there, be whatever. But then when this come up, I know it's going to be a tough situation for her. And it's going to be questions. After this has aired, I don't think the relationship is going to be the same. I feel like it's going to go downhill like it did with Quad before. And everybody say she wants to be Quad. I feel like Quad, she looks at Quad, and I think she looks at her and say, dang, how did you make it so easy to go get away? I don't think she look at her like, I don't be her, but she's like, I want to know what the real story is. Because I don't want her to see me sweat, but I want to know how she got away from this. Because this is going to become too much. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think this happened more than often and he got comfortable? What do you guys think? Do you think that it's because of an age difference and he's talking to her like she is his child? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow on the next live. Enjoy your Monday. Watch the replay. Thank you guys. Later.